What's up, y'all? Ropy here. Welcome back to Old Dominion Dynasty. We're 8-2 on the year, coming off a dominating win over Georgia State, I would say. And we are on the road against App State this week, who's 3-6. But if you know anything about the Sun Belt and/or App State, you know that they love playing spoiler. They've ruined several undefeated seasons. I remember they dropped Coastal a couple years ago. I think I actually referenced that at the end of the last video. But then this past season, they ended James Madison's magical undefeated season as well. So they're no strangers to beating good teams. So I expect this to be a tough one, especially on the road. But before we get into the game, I did want to give a big update on the recruiting board on where a few things stand. As you can see, I haven't even allocated all my points yet, and you'll see why in a second. As you can see, we still have two major needs, center and middle linebacker. We need one of each, and let me pull up those relative positions right now. Center, we had him in. Kenton Thompson is our main target. We had him in for a visit recently. I think it was actually last week. Yeah, I believe so. I believe it was last week. Doesn't say now, but we're in a 2-horse race with Coastal for him. Obviously, we have a lead over 1,000 points, but their bar on him is all the way full, so we just are trying to kind of push them out. But we still haven't quite landed him, and frankly, with their visit for him coming up in a couple weeks, that does cause a little bit of concern for me. So we have that. And then middle linebacker, we've been going after Anthony Peoples basically all year. And currently Louisville's leading us on him. This has also been a very competitive recruitment. We're trying to keep him, but again, he's already visited us. He's got the visit with Louisville this week, actually. So depending on how that goes, we may not even be able to go after him anymore. He may just commit on the spot. So it could get messy with him as well. So to counter that, I added a couple middle linebackers to the board, and then I couldn't find any good centers I really liked, so I did add 2 more guards that I found that no one's really going after too hard. So we're going to give them a look and see what they are. This is another guard I've been going after, but Pitt kind of found him about the same time we did, so they're leading for him right now, but I'm still going after him because I would like to get him as well. But we're going to need a center, so either if we get Washington, maybe we kick him inside, or if one of these two turns out to be good, we'll try to kick them inside as well. And I added a couple other miscellaneous players to the board as well. I added another quarterback just because 6'5", 200, and C speed is not like the most amazing thing in the world, but I figured I'd at least give him a look just to get another quarterback in here. We have James Kirby, who visited last week, I believe, as well, and we have a very strong lead for him. It looks like we're kind of just waiting on him to commit. I haven't actually put any points into him basically all year, but we're apparently the only school he wants to go to, so looks like we're going to be getting him, hopefully. But I added another quarterback just because I saw him. I'm like, why not add him to the board? And then there were a couple athletes as well. Rob Jones, Aaron Mack, and Brandon Austin, all 72 overalls right now, but I haven't scouted them yet. So I wanted to start the video with scouting the players that I have here, see if any of them are interesting, and then determine what to do with the remainder of the points from there. Oh boy, Jeff Willis is a bust, so not going after him. See if David Smith is any better. Okay, +4 overall up to a 65. That's pretty good. It's not amazing, but obviously anytime you see their ratings go up, that's a positive sign, and definitely could be a candidate to kick inside, even though he's 6'6", so that might be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, Brian Lane doesn't look very good. We will not be going after him. Oh, Marcus Carter, the middle linebacker, also a bust, and Wyatt Lawson, only a 63. A lot of up arrows on his attributes, despite the fact that overall he went down 1. Not sure how that works, but he would potentially be a guy we should consider dumping points into right now, just because, or not this week, because this week the points won't matter, but like for future weeks, just because we need a middle linebacker, and I'm not super confident we're going to land Peoples, so I'll have to kind of consider that. Ooh, a gem. Rob Jones, the athlete, sitting at, what is he, 6 foot 199. 92 speed, which is great. 90 agility as well. Not very strong. Does not look like he'd be well suited on the defensive side of the ball at all. Catching is lower, spec catch lower, catching traffic lower. Route running is solid, I guess. Decent return. This guy looks like a running back or, ooh, 81 throw power, 79 throw accuracy. This guy could be a quarterback. Ooh, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot, actually. We're going to have to consider putting a lot of points into him. I would love to add this guy to our quarterback room. Ooh, interesting. I wasn't even looking at the grades before I hit the button to scout him, so I didn't even know that his throw power and throw accuracy were interesting. So that's all right. I'm excited about this now. We may have to try and really land him. Oh my gosh, another gem. Are you kidding me? Aaron Mack up to a 78 overall, 6'3", 217. What is he? 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 83 stamina. Looks like more capable on the defensive side of the ball, although his coverage rating isn't great, so maybe a safety if I put him there. Also looks like he could be a solid receiver as well. 78 catching, 78 route running, 70 catching traffic, 70 spec catch as well. Yeah, plus with that 6'3", 217, I wouldn't mind adding that to the receiver room or the safety room, really. Yeah, another guy we're going to have to really consider. I'm starting to worry I may not have enough points for all these guys. Oh my gosh, another one. Are you kidding me? Brandon Austin, another gem, the athlete. What's he? 5'11", 213, so more of a shorter, stouter frame, which makes me think running back, but his running back attributes at the bottom are not great, aside from ball carrier vision and carrying. Looks like he'd be decent as a defensive back, and a good receiver as well, so maybe like a Deebo Samuel type receiver, like a get the ball in his hands, let him go to work type guy. Although again, his elusiveness isn't great, so maybe not. He's interesting. He's the highest overall of the three athletes that we just scouted, but I don't think he's gonna be... I think I'm a little more interested in trying to add Rob Jones because he's a potential quarterback, or Aaron Mack just because he's bigger and better suited for the receiver position. But definitely another guy to consider now. Well, let's definitely offer scholarships to the ones we want. So David Smith will be getting one, Rob Jones will be getting one, Aaron Mack will be getting one, Brandon Austin will be getting one, and Wyatt Lawson will be getting one. And as I said before, I don't think points that you put into them this week actually mean anything until they're like considering you. So I don't know if I even want to bother putting points into any of these guys. Maybe I will just as placeholders. Or I could just put it into like something else. Maybe I'll just throw them into James Kirby for this week. And then we'll just kind of attack the remainder of those guys as we see fit. And we did also see at the end of the last episode, David Monroe, the guy who is going to be a stud running back if we can land him, which all signs are pointing to us being able to, hopefully. With his 92 looseness, 92 juke, 86 spin, 92 speed, 94 acceleration. This dude is going to be an absolute stud in the backfield, but he wants to visit, and the only week we can have him visit where we actually have a game is week 14. So for the sake of trying to get bonus points and such, that is the week we will be bringing him in. All right, well, that recruiting board ended up being a lot more interesting than I was expecting initially, so that's cool. But now let's get into the game against the Mountaineers. I don't think we've gone white out in a while. Let's go with a white out look with the white Monarch helmet. Ooh, Cameron Peoples is hurt. That is going to help us immensely. That dude is as tough a runner as you will find. Every App State game I've watched the last couple of years, he was extremely impressive. So that is going to benefit us that he won't be playing in this game. Unfortunate for them, but it's going to help us, I hope. Ooh, fitting that App State comes out in the all-black look to counter our all-white look. I did not coordinate that at all, I promise, but it is a nice look. App State's uniforms are cool, man. I like the black and yellow. It's a very bold color scheme. It's kind of, there's a lot of schools with that color scheme, but I really like App State's uniforms in particular for some reason. And here we are at Kid Brewers Stadium, where the App State Mountaineers are hosting the Old Dominion Monarchs. One of the most beautiful stadiums in real life, especially when you look at all the fall colors around it. Dang it. It's one of the most gorgeous stadiums you'll see in all of college football. Jordan Bly will be able to return the opening kick. Gets it at about the 5. Puts a move. Got the edge. And he is caught and does get out past midfield, though, Jordan Bly making an impact early. As early as possible, in fact. Watson gets a carry and gets 5 on his first touch of the game. Carry number 2 gets the first down and gets 9 in total. Wolf evading the pressure. Despite not being very athletic, he's been quite effective at that for us, and he slides to avoid the contact. Beautiful scramble by the not scrambling quarterback. Watson gets the carry again, fighting and spinning, and manages 6. Watson gets it again, and that time not going anywhere. Stop for 1, and it's going to be 3rd and 3. Wolf floats it over. Can he get it over the defender? No, he can't. The defender makes a nice play. Wasn't a great pass from Wolf. And we're going to have to settle for a field goal on our opening drive. Never a great feeling to have to settle for 3, but it does feel good to get the lead as Jason Paris knocks it through. He's been a great kicker for us already as a freshman, making an impact. Looks like they run triple option to start here. Doe get the pitch off, can't bring him down, still spinning, and Nate Noel manages 11 yards on a carry where he should have been tackled twice before that. Not what I want to see on their first play. This time they run a sweep to the receiver, who cuts it back inside, and my gosh, Deshaun Davis with an impressive 15-yard carry on his first touch of the game. Hand off to Noel up the middle, looking for a hole, and wow, that was impressive that he got 8 on that. I'm very concerned with how effective their offense has looked already, even though it's only been 3 plays. Another handoff to Noel. This time Ryan Henry comes up and makes the play. It's going to be 3rd and inches. About to be their first pass attempt of the game, unless he is sacked. DC Tabscott goes down, and Deve Harris, one of our reserve defensive ends, comes in and makes the sack. And is it going to be a punt situation? It is. Nice stop by the defense. Livingston in the game now in the backfield. Let's see if he can keep himself from fumbling today. That'd be a good start. As he gets 13, the burst really showing up on that first carry. Wolf, quick hitter off the play action to Marshall, puts a move on the defender and gets the first down. Play action again. Wolf looking. Ali Jennings takes off downfield. Oh, I completely took him out of the play on accident. Poor play by me, but fortunately the defense did not intercept it or anything. Livingston gets the carry, gets 4. It's going to be 3rd and a little more manageable now. Oh, no! Wolf goes down, sacked for a loss of 12. I took too long to try and find someone. I was waiting for Marshall to break over the middle because I saw the linebacker kind of come down. But then the linebacker dropped back, so I had to hold on to it longer, and it was just way too long. We're going to have to punt it now. Oh my gosh, App State nearly blocked that as we force a fair catch. Oh boy, I don't think I've ever seen a blocked punt in this game before, but that guy was close. Hand off to Noel. Nowhere to go. A swarm of defenders. And he loses 3 on the play. Alex Solano credited with the TFL. Tabscott looks like he wants to take off. Ryan Henry with a big hit. I'm surprised that he was able to hold on to. I assume I'm saying his name right. Tabscott. That's just how it looks to me. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Hopefully the defense can get another stop here. Has all day to throw, and he finds his receiver, Deshaun Davis. over the middle, and it's knocked out. I think it might have been Arterian Johnson that came down and made the play, and it was a beautiful play at that. Tapscott looking for somewhere to run. He's got nowhere to go. Sack for a loss of 4. It looks like Alonzo Ford Jr. credited with the sack there. That time the pass rush showed up, and it's going to be 3rd and long. Tapscott throws it short of the line to gain, and Christian Horn just goes out of bounds. Not even close, really. It's going to be 4th and 7. We're going to be getting the ball back. Bly will set up for the return here. Oh, he cuts to the outside. The punter takes a bad angle. Jordan Bly down the sideline. He's going to go. Touchdown, Monarchs. Punt return touchdown for the dynamic return man, Jordan Bly. What a playmaker he is. Just did a great job maneuvering to the outside. The punter took a horrible angle at him, and he made him pay, housing it. And that is huge, especially because our offense has not scored a touchdown of their own yet. So it's huge to get a touchdown in the special teams. Let's go, baby. Handoff up the middle. Noel. Oh, I thought he was dead to rights in the backfield, and he somehow escaped and got 3. Handoff to Noel, and the blocking up front very strong, and as he gets 9 for the first down. Oh my gosh, that was one of the quickest throws I've seen as Joe Strickland gets 16 yards, and they are now in our territory. Another handoff for no. Oh my gosh, Arterian Johnson just absolutely leveled him. My word. And yeah, expectedly, Noel's taking a second to get up from that. Holy crap. Another handoff for Noel. This time the blocking is better. And once again gets 9 for the first down. Speed option, and James Ostrander brings down the quarterback before he could even think about pitching it. 3rd and 11 coming up. Tapscott drops back, looking to the outside. Oh, Lamarian James nearly had a pick, and if you could have gotten a block, it would have been 6 the other way. They are in field goal range. It's going to be a 51-yard field goal, it looks like. So this is not a gimme. Let's say that. Kicker looks like he has the leg, though. Oh, no, he doesn't. It comes up short. App State still yet to get on the board here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Oh, he was short by a decent amount, too. Oh, boy. That looked a lot better when he was actually kicking it for some reason. They're getting the ball to start the second half, so of course we're going to be aggressive here and try and get some points before halftime. And Raphael McCoy, I think I thought he was going to cut in on like a post route. Instead, he just kind of kept going. And for some reason, we're no huddling, so I guess I'll have to call something out of this formation again. Oh, I was trying to hit Jennings over the middle. Wolf, 1 for 5 on the day. Not a good time through the air for him so far. It's already 3rd and 10. Hopefully we can get this, because I don't really want to give them the ball back. Oh, John Marshall's going to be wide open over the middle. He's got it. Threaded it past the defender. I ain't going to lie. That defender made a much better play in coverage than I was expecting. I thought that was a gimme, and it wasn't. Wolf had to really squeeze it past the defender there, but an absolute dot, and Marshall's got the first down, and we're in their territory now. Oh boy, they bring the blitz, and the Wolf's going down. Loss of 7, and that sucks. Under a minute now. I really don't want to go into the half without getting more points, although I also don't want to force any. Oh my gosh. I was going to say I don't want to force anything and like give them the ball back and immediately take my 2nd sack in a row. Our O-line is struggling with their pass rush. Holy crap. Wolf's going to throw it up. Does he trust Ali Jennings? Ali Jennings has it! And he's got a 47-yard reception, and it's going to be 1st and goal from inside the 10. A beautiful throw from Wolf, and Jennings beating the defender to the spot and doing a great job of keeping his feet in bounds and hanging on through the contact. What a catch. Let's see if we can catch him off guard with a run here. Oh, they were not fooled at all, and we're going to have to call timeout. Oh, Bly, why'd you go upfield, dude? It was a little like stick route. I just wanted him to sit there, and he kind of went into the end zone deeper and ended up bringing the defender into play. And that's going to be 3rd and goal now. I hate throwing it short of the goal line. We're going to have to. Oh my gosh, I thought John Marshall was about to score. That was almost an insane play. Oh, do we just take the points or do we go for the touchdown? I don't want to come up empty-handed. We're just going to go for the field goal. Paris does not get through. Say what you want. Say it's too conservative. I don't care. I feel much better coming away with a field goal than potentially coming away with nothing. I've been burned by that before, so I wasn't about to make that mistake again. I don't know if it was on this channel or not, but I've definitely been too aggressive and ended up kind of hurting myself later. So we're going to take the points that were there. They haven't scored yet, so we'll just take as many points as we can get right now. One more handout to Noel. Breaks the tackle. Trey Hawkins III is there to bring him down. That is going to do it for the first half. Old Dominion Monarchs are up 13-0 over the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Did not think we would hold them to 0 in that first half, especially because their offense got off to a hot start. But we were able to kind of hold them in check. We got the big stop on the first drive, and outside of that, hasn't been a whole lot of damage done by them. So the defense is playing great, and the offense just has got to keep scoring, and we're good. I now kind of realize the irony in what I just said, where I said the offense just needs to keep scoring, when the offense has been outscored by our special teams. In this game, the offense is responsible for 6 of our 13 points, and of course, George Bly's return accounting for 7, so I guess that statement was a little dumber than I thought it was in the moment. And up the middle, and Noel is going nowhere. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. On 3rd and 8, they hand it off to Noel. All right, you know what? I'm not even going to question it because Noel is off and running now. Shakes off Trey Hawkins III. Josh Cruz finally chases him down. I was just about to say, boy, what a stupid play call. And then right about there, I'm like, oh no, I should stop that sentence because Noel's off to the races, and all of a sudden they're on our 25-yard line. Gosh dang. Tap's got looking. I knew he was going to go to him too. I just couldn't get over there. Christian Wells gets down to our 5-yard line, and App State is all of a sudden threatening really severely. They took that first half personal, apparently. Oh, they did the speed option. I tried to hit the quarterback before he could pitch. Jameer Smith getting the carry there, and he was breaking that tackle, so I'm very thankful that he went out of bounds. 3rd and goal now. 3 straight run plays, and that one's blown up too. Trey Hawkins III comes off the edge and knocks the quarterback down in the backfield, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. What a great stand by the defense. Let's see if the kicker can put that 51-yard miss behind him here as they're lining up for a much more manageable 25-yarder, I believe this is. And he does put it through. App State will not be shut out today. They're officially on the board. It's 13-3. Livingston gets the carry here. Gets 7. Oh, I had X over there, and I just couldn't get it to him. Wolf's going to take off. Pushed out of bounds. 3rd and 2 coming up. Jennings on the drag. He's got it. First down, Monarchs. Gosh dang, this pass rush. It is unrelenting. It is pretty insane just how much pressure they have been able to generate. It looks like they blitzed. They've got at least 6 black jerseys in there, so maybe they've just been blitzing a lot. I don't know. All I know is Wolf is having a hard time staying upright. Livingston gets the carry, makes a little bit of a dent in that yardage, bringing up 3rd and 8. Try and fit it over the defender, and it's picked off. Some guy named Clark. I didn't see his first name. And Wolf's got an interception. Ronald Clark, there you go. It was a dangerous pass, trying to force something to happen, and he went up and made a play. Unfortunate. option. Keeper for the quarterback. Lamarian James can't. Oh my gosh. Robert Kennedy III destroys DC Tabscott. He does manage 3, though. Hand off to Noel up the middle. Good blocking, but I think that was Robert Kennedy III who came up and made a really good tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. I mean, he was kind of the only guy there. Cruz was getting up off the ground. It's hard to say for sure if he would have gotten up in time. Noel's got the carry. He's got the first down and a lot more. 15 yards. Hand off to Noel again. He's got blockers in front of him. And Trey Hawkins III does a great job fighting off his block to make the play. 3rd and 2 coming up. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. App State down 10, but they are driving as we speak, thanks to that interception right there thrown by Hayden Wolf. Throws it. Oh my gosh, he dropped it. That was not... The defense made no play on that ball. That was outright dropped by the tight end. And they are going to be going for it here. It is 4th quarter, down 2 scores. I'm not surprised by this. We'll see if they are able to get it. And he does. I was looking down at the quarterback and not up where my guy was. I was in a position I could have at least broken that up, maybe intercepted it. And I just kind of fell asleep at the wheel because I wasn't looking at the guys that were running the routes. And they've got the 4th down conversion, and they are staying alive. Gosh dang it. Hand off to Noel again. Going nowhere. James Ostrander stuffs him at the line. Hand off again. Ryan Henry. What a play. And Nate Noel only gets 1 on that carry as well. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Mountaineers. Tabscott drops back looking, tried to flick it out to somebody, but that just falls incomplete. Clearly someone got a hand on him, and they're sending out the field goal unit. This will still make it a 1-score game if he makes it, albeit a 7-point game, which is much better than a 3-point game had they scored a touchdown. He barely clears the crossbar, and that is going to be good. Marshall beating Coastal Carolina by 3, as that's not Samson Evans from Eastern Michigan, is it? I guess it might be. As, number 9, Houston goes down in tremendous fashion to UCF, and Arizona State, UCLA, a top 15 battle. Wow. Some great games going on across the country. All right, all we got to do is get points on this drive. Doesn't matter how many, as long as we get some, we'll be okay. Getting 1 yard on our first carry is not a great start, though. Oh my gosh, I don't like this. I wanted to get to McCoy, but rolling to the left is a near impossible throw for Wolf to make. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Please, guys, we got to convert this. Oh my gosh, the pass rush got home again. Wolf, I don't even want to know how many sacks they've got on us in this game, as it's now going to be 4th and 16. The coverage was good. I didn't see anyone open. Maybe I missed somebody. I don't know. Didn't see anyone to throw it to, and now we're going to have to give it back to him, which is, I think a 3 and out is, of all things that could have happened on that drive, that's probably the worst thing that could have happened, because we burned off no time. They have no pressure of, like, the clock to worry about. As Nate Noel apparently returns punts for them as well. I don't see why not. I mean, he's a very talented player, clearly. And just like that, they are still alive. We may have to just hope the defense can bail out the offense here. The offense has been really struggling today, as this is a horrible start to the drive, as Joe Strickland breaks about 10 tackles on his way for a first down. Gosh dang it. Oh, Tabscott drops back to pass. He's got Wells. 19-yard reception for Christian Wells. Absolutely destroyed Hawkins on that route. Hand off to Noel. Oh, he cuts it back, and there's no one there. Artarian Johnson comes over to make the play. But they're at our 15-yard line already. I mean, this drive has not been difficult at all for them. Noel gets the carry. Manages only 3. Finally stopped him. Speed option, and it's blown up. James Ostrander. I think that's the second time he's made a play like that in this game. destroying the speed option before it can even get started, and it's going to be 3rd and 11. Scott looking, can't find anyone. Throws off his back foot. Strickland's got it. Oh, no, I thought we kept him short of the line to gain, but we did not. He somehow was able to convert. Can we challenge? I'm not going to be able to tell by the rate. Whatever, I'll trust the game. I'm half thinking about challenging that, though. Boy, that is as close as it could have been. I thought we just had like a game-saving tackle get made on him. But instead, it's 1st and goal for the Mountaineers. They hand it off to Noel, because of course they do. And Robert Kennedy III denies him. He had to make the play, and he did. Now under 2 minutes to go, and it's 2nd and goal. John Marshall's in the game at corner. What's happening here? Noel gets the carry. Robert Kennedy III blows him up again. He had to make the play once again, and once again he did. 3rd and goal, and he just put Noel on his back. I was kind of distracted by the fact that John Marshall's out there. He must be on our cornerback depth chart somewhere, and I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. Can the defense get 2 more stops here as App State is threatening? Did they just jump? I think they jumped. Oh, they hard counted and got their own lineman, and that is going to back them up and completely change how this looks, because they're now 7 yards away needing to score. Looks like they tried to set up a screen pass. It wasn't there, and Scott just has to try and get it himself and does not. Stephen Williams making the tackle. 4th and goal, and App State called a timeout. They want to talk this over. The game pretty much comes down to this. Can we get 1 more stop? Scott drops back to pass, looking, throwing, should have been intercepted, doesn't matter. Arteria Johnson breaks it up, and that, I think, is pretty much going to do it. I think tactically they might have like 5 more seconds if we don't get a first down, but whatever. That is as big a play as it could be. Arteria Johnson basically putting the game away completely. Wow. Huge stand by the defense. The coverage was great. He kind of just had to put up a prayer, and Arterian was there to shut it down. Huge. Livingston gets 9. That's a great start to putting this away. All we need is 1 first down for sure. Livingston's got the first down, and that is going to do it. They called their last timeout. It isn't going to matter. 2 kneel downs, and this game is ours. The best formation is indeed victory formation. Wolf takes a knee. Just a few more seconds to run off the clock here. And that is going to do it officially. The Old Dominion Monarchs walk into Boone, North Carolina, I believe is where App State's from, and get a win. They were 3-6 football team, and frankly, their offense played like Jordan Bly, of course, player of the game. I mean, who else would it be? Their offense looked like it because they only managed 6 points, but that big part of that was our defense playing well. But that App State defense is legit. I mean, they did not allow us to get any big runs. Their pass rush was all over Wolf all game. I'm interested to see how many sacks they had on him. And the difference in the game, that man right there, Jordan Bly, getting, I believe it was a punt return for a touchdown. And that ended up being the difference in the game. If it wasn't for that play, it'd be a 6-6 tie, and we'd be going to overtime like Arizona and Seattle a couple years ago in the NFL. Or quite a few years ago now, I guess that would be. But, wow. That was a tough game, no doubt about that. Their defense was as I expected. I just thought their offense would be a little bit better. Hayden Wolf, not going to sugarcoat it. Very bad game from him. Only 5 for 12. For a 41% completion, only 98 yards, no touchdowns, and the 1 interception. And he took 5 sacks. And he was pressured a lot more than that as well. He could have been sacked a lot more times than that. And we were fortunate that he was only sacked those 5 times. Really poor. I don't know if it was a poor game from the O-line or their pass rush was just that good. Or if it was Wolf hanging onto the ball too long. I don't know. 5 sacks is terrible, though. That sort of thing can't happen consistently because, as you can see, it kept our offense from really scoring at all. We only managed 6 points on offense. John Livingston, 9 for 46, and Blake Watson, 4 for 21. But as you can see, their longs were only 13 and 9. Their averages are good, both 5 yards a carry. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's a really, really good average. But The App State's defense did not allow us to get any real long runs. It was very hard to come by. A lot of having to throw because it was like 2nd and 8 and stuff like that. So good, decent games from both of them, but just not a huge stat line. Kind of as expected, not a whole lot to write home about in the receiving department. Ali only 2 receivers caught passes today. Ali Jennings 2 for 59, of course, the 47-yarder to set up our field goal right before the end of the first half was the biggest play on offense that we had all day. And John Marshall 3 for 39, a respectable stat line, but again, just the offense was a struggle today. I mean, we didn't score. We didn't score in the second half, did we? No, we didn't. We had 13 points at half. We were up 13. We did not score a single point in the entire second half. Yikes, that's bad. Oh boy, 3 of those sacks were led up by the same guy, Leroy Thomas, the right guard. So, not a great game from him. Robert Kennedy III, our leading tackler, not surprising at all. I felt like I called his name a ton today. He was everywhere and was making the huge tackles on Noel on that last drive. He was in on both of those tackles that he made. I'm pretty sure he was the last line of defense, and we could not afford to have him miss those tackles. Unfortunately, he was up for the task. Quite a few TFLs, I think. James Ostrander had 2, and then Solano, Dave Harris, Trey Hawkins III, Alonzo Ford Jr., and Robert Kennedy III each had 1. We had 2 sacks as well. Dave Harris, again, just a guy that pops up once in a while. He's not like, he doesn't start, I know that, and he just comes in to spell presumably Amari Morrison and Marcus Haynes, but he's made a couple plays this year. I mean, he's clearly a good player, 78 overall, just kind of a doesn't see the field because there's 2 guys slightly better than him that are here too, and Alonzo Ford Jr. also with a sack. Arterian Johnson, of course, with the huge pass deflection to put the game away. Lamarian James with a pass deflection as well that I think could have been intercepted, but Arterian Johnson, him and Trey Hawkins III, or not Trey Hawkins III, rather Robert Kennedy III. I get confused because they're both the thirds. But our 2 safeties were definitely the best players on our defensive side of the ball today. They were lights out. I mean, I got to shout out Jason Paris. He made both field goals that went a long way to helping us win, even though it's just 6 points. He provided all the points for the offense today. And of course, Jordan Bly, a punt return for a touchdown that ended up being the difference. I mean, gosh dang, what a player this guy is. I've said it so many times. We missed him last year being injured all season, and all this guy does is make plays. You can count on him for at least 1 big play every game, it seems. Oh, Michigan's number 1 in the nation. Let's go. Go Blue, baby. And number 17, Michigan State, got destroyed by Rutgers. That's unfortunate for them. It is not often you will see a team get outperformed by their opponent in all 5 of those statistical categories and still come out on top. But that just goes to show you what kind of game it was. The defense came up big in the red zone, keeping them from scoring touchdowns, and our offense just didn't have it today. Power outage. Defense helps Old Dominion overcome a lackluster offensive performance. Boy, did they nail it with that headline. That is exactly what happened. And don't forget Jordan Bly in the return game as well. I mean, the special teams and defense came up huge when our offense was struggling. So it's nice to see that we have a team where, different units are able to make up for when another one is doing poorly. Oh, interesting. We've got a bye super late in the year. So I guess here's what we'll do. I'll sim ahead, see what happens in the recruiting trail and all that, see if we get any upgrades. And then I'll just do the recruiting stuff for the bye week, and then we'll just sim ahead to what's going to be our regular season finale already. Gosh dang. Sitting at 9-2 going into our final game of the year at this bye week. But yeah, we'll sim to the bye week. I'll do the recruiting in the bye week. We'll sim ahead again, and then we'll end there. Holy crap, a huge week on the recruiting trail. Vincent Young, the wide receiver, committed. Doug Hughes, the corner we've been going after forever, finally committed. James Kirby, the quarterback, committed. Mike Flynn, the running back, committed. Brent Rogers, the tight end, committed. Corey Davis, the other running back, committed. This is the most commitments I've ever seen in a single week. Maybe ever. This is nuts. Wow, what, 6? I think 6. Yeah, 6 recruits all committing the same week. Huge, helping us really round out this class. That's insane. But I'm on him now, and I'm kind of reading it. Anthony Peoples did commit to Louisville, which is exactly what I was afraid of. So fortunately, we did add that other middle linebacker to the board, so he's going to be a guy that we dump points into now for sure. Oh, well, we're already... So Northwestern and Wake Forest jumped on Lawson during this past week, so crap, we're already out of his race, so I guess I'm going to have to go try to find another middle linebacker now. This is about the only other middle linebacker I could find that was low, has a low lock percentage still, and isn't like a 45 overall. So hopefully this guy's not a bust. Justin Williams, a JUCO product. I think I saw he'd be coming in as a sophomore, if that's how that works. Or maybe he is a sophomore now and is coming in as a junior. I don't know. I don't normally go for JUCO guys. Hopefully he's not terrible. 63 overall, same as Wyatt Lawson. Yeah, we're gonna be going after him for sure. Because like I said, he's literally like our last option. So hopefully we can beat out Ball State, Memphis, Buffalo, and Marshall for him. We have so many points at our disposal that we're going to definitely be able to go after Rob Jones and Aaron Mack. And I mean, I've got so many. I still have over 2,000 points to just kind of toy with. I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't try and land Brandon Austin as well. I mean, shoot, he's a 79 overall athlete. We'll figure out what to do with him if we can get him. The only problem is we are running out of time on these guys. Probably not going to be able to get them in for visits or anything. So, but like I said, I kind of just have points to burn, so I might as well see if I can make enough progress on it that they might consider us. Might as well put some points in David Smith as well. Can never have too many old linemen. Alright, well, as I said, I've got a bunch of points to burn, so I've just kind of added some other guys that are super low lock percents, and we'll see if we can find any really good players. BJ Campbell's a bust, so 68 overall is not terrible, but yeah, I probably will avoid going after him. Josh Gray, also not very good. Darrell Owens, a D-tackle, is okay, 67 overall. Tackle Mike Stovall, up to a 68. Interesting. Alright, well, I mean, I think, if nothing else, Stovall and Owens are worth throwing scholarship offers at the very least. And, yeah. Again, it's going to be hard to make any real progress on these guys with such little time left in the season, but I have points to burn, so I'm kind of just trying to find ways to use them. Alright, well, that does it for our recruiting. It's always like this at the end of the year. At least it's not always, I shouldn't say, but a lot of the times it's kind of like this where you'll land all the guys you're going after, and you just have a bunch of points left over late in the year, and it's kind of like too late to go after new guys, but you kind of have to because you just have points to spend. Maybe it's a fault of my strategy, I guess you could say, the way I recruit. Maybe I need to constantly be recycling the board with new guys all the time, so I have guys to put points into. But I don't know. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes. So we'll send ahead after that huge week, getting 6 commits in the same week. I don't know how much we're gonna have left to happen, but we'll advance to our regular season finale against Marshall. Ooh, Coach Ropy now level 13. We'll finally be able to put an upgrade towards the signing day stuff here. Yep, nothing to write home about. Oh, except Travis Washington is ready to visit. That's that one guard I mentioned at the beginning of the episode that we've been going after for a while. So definitely going to be sure to do that. Letter of intent, gain 1,500 recruiting points for the offseason, and a 5% chance you'll steal a prospect from their top school. Yes, please. Got to get ready for the offseason. Travis Washington does not have Pitt on his schedule yet, even though they are the ones with the lead on him. So we're going to bring him in for this week for sure. The only option for us, and thankfully Pitt didn't take that from us. So yes, Travis Washington will be visiting for our Week 14 game. I still have 500 points. I'll figure out what to do with those for next time. It'll probably just be putting them into one of those guys we added onto the board recently, but I'll have to go through and see where I stand with everyone and kind of make a decision from there. But that's going to do it for now. Thank all y'all for joining me. 9-2, got another win, and we've got our regular season finale against Marshall coming up next week. So hopefully we can go out with a bang, get to double-digit wins, and roll into the postseason. But that's going to do it for now. Again, thank all y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, y'all.